Loves, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a story time. First story time, really. I'm excited about this. Doing a collaboration with three wonderful ladies. One is ItsJadeTho.
Yes, he went and got married, okay? Like, oh.
The second one is Dorkaliciousxo.
But he tried to leave me in the middle of the highway, so he's driving.
And the third one is LifeOfTahj.
Yeah, she's pregnant, and y'all, like, when it came out of his mouth, like, I broke down in tears. Like, that boy literally got somebody pregnant. And, you know, in my head, I was like, you know, that was supposed to be me.
Go ahead and check their channel out. Tell them that I sent you. Go ahead and subscribe to them. And let's get into the video. So this story time is about your worst breakup. So my worst breakup was like in high school. I was young. It's not the worst ever, and like I'm pretty sure you had a worse breakup, but this is my worst breakup, so bear with me. Y'all need to check theirs out because their stories are juicy, but watch mine first. So worst breakup was in high school. I was like 14, 14. I don't remember. Was I a freshman? Sophomore. So I was going with this dude, you know, we was together for like, I really don't remember. I want to say like 8 months. So we was together for 8 months, and you know, everything was cool. We didn't have like a relationship to where it was like, oh my god, I love you so much. It was just like a boyfriend and girlfriend, I guess. So we were kicking it for a while. We went through like the end of a school year, the summer, and then back to sophomore year. So we broke up at the beginning of sophomore year, something like that. And the reason why it would be the worst breakup is because he kissed another girl. So I already knew this girl. Like, I wasn't feeling her at all. Like, when I first met her, like, I was like, nah, she looked like she trifling. I knew she was trifling, but you know what? I'm like, nah, it don't matter, right? So that day I think we were walking to lunch, and I felt that he was being like a little distant. So I'm like, okay, something's up. We go through the day. It was like a professional study day, so we left school at like 11 something. So I get a text from the girl, and she's like, hey, I need to talk to you. And I'm like, talk to me about what? She's like, can you meet me in this building, like this classroom? It's like a teacher's classroom. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll meet you there after school. So boom, I went to the class. So I knock on the door, and someone else answers it. The way the classrooms are set up, it's like walk in, and then there's like one hallway. Like, she has a desk all the way over here, so you walk this way to get to like her desk, and then you make a right, and her desk is in that corner. So the girl that messaged me, the trifling one, she walks by the teacher. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why are you being so weird? So she's like, well, I have something to tell you. And I'm like, what is it? I'm trying to hurry up and, you know, make my bus. She's like, oh, well, I kissed my boyfriend at the time. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, I didn't know what to say, but I dang sure wasn't gonna beat her up, because if he let it happen, then it's on both of them. And I'm not that kind of person. So I'm just trying to figure out why she walked by the teacher. Like, I just want to know why she went like all the way by the teacher. Just like, I'm not gonna hit you. Maybe, I don't know, people used to think that I was just a fighter, but that she did that. And when everything was done, I'm like, okay, I don't know. Like, I was just in shock. I didn't know what to say. So like, okay. Then I started walking out the classroom, and she bought me a donut. It's like the worst, weirdest break. Like, it was the weirdest experience, not ever, but it was a weird experience because I appreciated that she told me. That's the thing. That's why I didn't want to fight her, because I appreciated her telling me, because his ass didn't tell me. That's why he was being distant. He just didn't, I guess he didn't know how to tell me. He didn't know. Well, the trifling girl told me. So I appreciated that. I don't remember what I did. This was so long ago, y'all. I think, so she bought me a donut. She's like, do you want a donut? I'm like, sure. So she bought me 2 donuts, actually. And I went on my way to catch my bus, because I was trying to catch my bus because it was a professional study day. So they didn't have no activity buses after school. So I'm trying to catch my bus. That's probably the reason why I actually left. But yeah, so I'm trying to catch my bus. And my boyfriend rode my bus. So when I confronted, I really don't remember what happened. This is what I think happened. So, actually, you know what? Yeah, so I confronted him on the bus, and he was like, yeah, I didn't know how to tell you, or something along those lines. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not sure if we can be together. At the end of the day, that's what I said. I don't remember exactly what happened, because this was like in high school. I'm like, was that, wait, how long ago was that? 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, almost 5 years ago? 4 or 5 years ago? So I'm like, no, over 5 years ago. So I don't remember exactly, but this was my worst breakup. So, because he didn't tell me. So I tell him that we should just be friends, and we were just friends after that. Like, now I feel like it wasn't really the worst. I think it was just the worst because he didn't tell me. Like, if he would have told me, it would have been like, okay, maybe we could work something out. Which I'm glad it happened this way, because I moved on to better and bigger things. The fact that someone else has to tell you something about your relationship, or something that the person you're in a relationship with, that is the worst part about it. Like, finding out from someone else. So, yeah, we just remained friends. I didn't even like cut him off until I got into a new relationship, because there's no point in communicating. And no, actually, he moved to another school, so that was cool with me. And that was my worst breakup, in that another bitch told me about the person I was in a relationship with. Told me about something she did with the person I was in a relationship with. Granted, it wasn't nothing serious, but at the time I was like, I don't know, it did hurt though. Like, what had happened was, I was supposed to be going on a trip. I went on a trip with my aunt, so I was gonna miss school Friday. So the whole school was like, on Friday, everyone was like, are you okay? Is everything okay? You're not in school today? Everything good? So I was in Orlando with my aunt. I wasn't missing school because of him, but I was hurt. Like, I did cry. I did shed some tears. But you know what? I'm glad that happened. Everything happens for a reason. I'm glad that happened that way, because I wouldn't be where I'm at now. So, worst breakup ever. If you want to see more story times, give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you're from one of the other ladies' channels, how you doing? Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, love bugs. I promise you my next story time will be better. I'm just getting used to it, so bear with me telling the camera my business.